has ever released. This is
what I believe happened in Five Nights at Freddy's. The game that seemingly had more than ghosts, it turned out to be more about zombies and create robots that were like taking out the little piece of the chip. This being the chip to take with us. And along with that, he gave her a rocket, which she can use along with the other
It seems to me that we are either in a nightmare or a hell or a purgatory state. Anytime we get a game over, anytime that we're in the office, leave the demon to his trials. Rest your own soul.
Hello everybody, CALISTA here. If you didn't know, I've been in the fandom since 2014. There's been so many theories about FnaF that I can't even bother to watch all of them, but with Scott's vagueness in pretty much everything lore related, there is a whole bunch of misunderstandings. You remember the father, it's me, Michael, or whatever, because Springtrap got up after that people misunderstood him as Michael. By the way, Michael's name isn't Michael, Michelle, Mike. Anyways, not only is there many misunderstandings, there's outdated info in most theories. Did you know that Scott might have confirmed that the thing in the FNAF watches was Michael's body? Crazy, I know. Scott probably made Charlie into a robot just so that he could get that whole robot idea out there. Kind of sad that the fandom has gone quite aggressive, just like the neighbor's dog in effect. People on Instagram and TikTok had to turn their comments off because people got mad about them believing a different theory. I don't care what theory you believe, but if it is outdated, then do you really have the right to speak? I mean, I have to say that I am kind of disappointed that the Five Nights at Freddy's story still hasn't been solved, and it's already 2020. Scott, just tell us how the story goes, if you even know that yourself. Someone already had made a FNAF lore guide. It was really good, but it mostly consisted of things that we already know about. The hardest part in knowing what is that every single small detail is super important. Forgot that the spring bodysuit had 5 fingers? Too bad, bro. Have fun trying to solve the lore. Sometimes if a theory has a few flaws in it, it is instantly deemed to be irrelevant or bad. It is just the game's lore, guys. At this point, it feels like the Afton trilogy, whatever, is over, since in Help Wanted, William seems to be glitch trap. Seriously, this guy has been springlocked, burned twice, got all moldy and disgusting, and he's still here. William, stop being a mad lad and die already. Thank God you actually die in the novels. Oh yeah, the novels, I love them so much. I don't understand why people hate the Twisted Ones and the Fourth Closet so much. Just because the two don't mention the pizzeria and OG animatronics as much as the Silver Eyes doesn't make them bad. The FNAF book series is the only one I actually enjoy reading. I remember trying to force myself to read the Harry Potters and Warrior Cats. Nope, not happening. Too boring. Sorry. People have been heavily just yeeting all Five Nights at Freddy's book readers out of the theory community. Just because I think that the books can have some relevancy doesn't mean I have to be thrown out of the bunch. So annoying. I can't force myself to play all of the games, okay? My heart was beating so hard and fast when my phone's user interface crashed. So you could imagine the panic while I'm trying to complete the games. At least I got some levels in FNAF VR Help Wanted done, but the novels aside, have you heard that the Fazbear Fights books might be relevant to the lore? I'm so excited! Still waiting to get my hands on 1:35 AM. Bonnie Cole seems to be the most relevant of them all, since in the description it says, in room 1280 of Heracles Hospital, something evil is keeping a man alive. A man with gruesome burns all over his body and an iron will to live. Damn, this excitement is real. My favourites so far have to be Into the Pit, Count the Ways, To Be Beautiful and Out of Stock. They make me so terrified, it's amazing. P.S. Don't read the FnaF Fights books before bed. I couldn't sleep because Count the Ways really disturbed me, especially because the child in it was relatable. I'm pretty much a ghost in school. Late childhood trauma, yay! Please take the book seriously when it warns about disturbing even the most hardened FNAF fans. Remember when I said that the fandom was overly aggressive? It is way too impatient too. Currently when I'm writing the script, content from the new FNAF game got leaked. Damn it Funko, keep the info somewhere more hidden. Of course I won't show you these images because that would be super disrespectful. The poor man is trying his best to make a good game that we would enjoy just to wake up on a random Friday to massive leaks of the game. I feel so bad. He had a right to get mad at us. We need to give him a break. Remember that the FNAF community is large and there is one single man trying to keep us all happy with another studio, but I highly doubt Steel Wall Studios is the one writing the law. By the way, random thought, is the fairy community most of the fandom? If it is, I feel like we should host a big live stream event with over 50 theorists. Solving the law from square one. That would be amazing, because even though we know how the story works, there is way too much unanswered. The story isn't just this happened and then this happened. The biggest problem is that the info is scattered around different games and books. So we should pay attention to every single teeny tiny detail. Probably the fact that Jessica is blonde in the graphic novel and a brunette in the original novel has some type of meaning, especially with the stage graphic is from the FnaF Fights books. Is it Inard? Someone we haven't met yet? William, Michael or Henry wearing a paper plate Pal's head as a mask? I have a feeling that it's Inard though, because A, it could be him after he got puked out by your Michael. B, he's the one trying to get Michael scooped in sister location, implying that he is in fact evil. C, Enel's face is a mask. And D, he's obviously hiding his body with his creepy coke outfit. The evidence is there. And then watch me be wrong about it when all of the FnaF Fights books are released. It is interesting though that it seems like everything is happening in the same universe in different places. How in the world did FnaF Entertainment have this much money to open so many restaurants? And how in the heck is there a time-traveling ball pit and a super advanced robot who follows orders and listens to everything? A necklace that creates the illusion of a real girl, and when taken off the person turns it into scrap metal. But hey, it's FNAF, everything is possible. Just imagine if the Final Freddy's universe was our universe. That would be so cool. I'd finally have an excuse to stay home from school other than a pandemic. I think it's good to end the video on that note. Sorry if the script is a little messy. It's one of my first scripts and I had to rush it because I should do the CALISTA souls next. See you, my ice crystals.